Itching is often brushed off as a minor nuisance, something to be tolerated or treated with a quick scratch or a little lotion. But what if I told you that certain itchy spots on your body could be silent alarms? Early warnings of serious health problems that could shorten your life after 60 if ignored. This is not just a matter of comfort. It is a matter of survival. And that is why I urge you, right now, if you care about safeguarding your health and extending your precious years, to tap the like button and subscribe to this channel. Here, we reveal the hidden truths about aging wisely and living fully, and every piece of knowledge could make the difference between silent decline and vibrant longevity. Today, we are going to expose 4 critical areas of the body where persistent itching may signal underlying diseases, some of which are life-threatening if left unchecked. These are not ordinary, harmless itches. They are whispers from within, urging you to listen, to act, to protect the life you have built over so many decades. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture a slight itch you have been ignoring for weeks or even months. It is easy to tell yourself it is nothing, a reaction to soap, dry weather, or just getting older. But beneath that irritation, something deeper may be unfolding. Your body speaks to you in small ways long before it screams. And in our later years, when time is more precious than ever, we cannot afford to ignore these early messages. How many people have you known who seemed healthy one day and faced devastating news the next? How often have you heard the words, "If only it had been caught earlier"? My friend, today is about earlier. Today is about vigilance. Today is about honoring the body that has carried you through every chapter of your story. You see, after 60, our skin becomes thinner, our immune system slower to respond, and our organs more vulnerable to silent threats. An itch is not always just an itch. Sometimes, it is the only sign you will get before bigger problems take root. And recognizing these signs early can mean the difference between managing a condition and being overwhelmed by it. Let me ask you, have you experienced unexplained itching on specific parts of your body? Have you dismissed it, hoping it would go away? Have you hesitated to bring it up with your doctor, thinking it would sound silly or unimportant? If so, you are not alone. Many seniors do, but knowledge is your greatest ally. And today, I will walk you through 4 critical itchy areas you must never ignore, what they could mean, and what you should do about them. Because your life, your future, your joy in the years ahead are worth far more than a moment of doubt or hesitation. Stay with me, because the first itchy spot we are about to discuss could be an early warning of a condition that strikes without mercy, often leaving little time for recovery if not caught in its earliest stages. Your body is speaking. Let us learn together how to listen before it is too late. The first critical itchy spot that demands your serious attention is persistent itching on the scalp. At first, it may seem harmless, perhaps a little dryness, a minor irritation from a new shampoo, or the lingering effects of colder weather. But if the itch on your scalp persists beyond a few days, becomes intense, or is accompanied by other symptoms like redness, tenderness, or even hair thinning, it may signal something far more serious happening inside your body. One hidden danger linked to chronic scalp itching is a condition called temporal arteritis, also known as giant cell arteritis. This inflammatory disease targets the blood vessels in the head, particularly the temples. It can start subtly, often disguised as a nagging scalp itch or tenderness, and then suddenly escalate to cause vision loss, strokes, or irreversible brain damage if left untreated. Imagine waking up one morning with blurred vision or suffering a sudden stroke, all from an itch you thought was nothing. This is why ignoring scalp itching can be so dangerous after 60. If you believe that being proactive about your health is not just wise but necessary, take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe. Together, we are building a foundation of strength, vigilance, and respect for the life and body you have been given. Now, scalp itching can have other causes too, such as fungal infections like ringworm, autoimmune conditions like psoriasis, or even early signs of skin cancer. All of these are serious concerns, particularly for seniors, whose skin defenses are naturally weaker and whose healing processes are slower. Let me ask you, How long would you tolerate a persistent, unexplained itch on your scalp before seeking help? A week? A month? Longer? Every day that passes without attention increases the risk of a hidden condition worsening quietly, without mercy. Temporal arteritis, for example, often progresses silently until it reaches a critical point. Symptoms like headache, jaw pain when chewing, and tenderness on the scalp are often ignored or misattributed to aging. But untreated, it can lead to permanent blindness or life-threatening strokes. And the tragedy is that early detection and treatment, simple medications like corticosteroids, can prevent these devastating outcomes. The difference between a lifetime of sight and sudden, permanent blindness could be nothing more than listening carefully to that persistent itch. Imagine the relief of knowing that by acting early, you preserved your independence, your vision, your ability to enjoy the simple, beautiful moments of life. Watching a grandchild smile, reading your favorite books, seeing the sunrise each morning. It is not about living in fear. It is about living with awareness. It is about honoring the subtle ways your body asks for help. It is about remembering that strength after 60 does not come from ignoring problems. It comes from facing them with wisdom and courage. Persistent itching on the scalp is a message you cannot afford to overlook. If you experience it, and it does not quickly resolve with simple hydration or switching shampoos, consult your healthcare provider. Ask the hard questions. Demand clear answers. Your life may depend on it. Stay with me, because in the next part, we will uncover another itchy spot. This time, located on a part of the body that many dismiss as merely a nuisance, but which can actually be a red flag for deadly internal diseases if left unchecked. The quiet signs are all around you. Let us learn together how to hear them, how to act on them, and how to protect the precious, irreplaceable gift of your life. The second critical itchy spot that could silently signal a serious health issue is persistent itching on the lower legs, especially around the shins and ankles. Many seniors brush off lower leg itching as simple dryness, a result of aging skin or changes in weather. And yes, sometimes it is just that. But when the itching is intense, persistent, or accompanied by swelling, discoloration, or a feeling of heaviness in the legs, it may be your body's desperate call for help, a call that should never, ever be ignored. Chronic lower leg itching can be an early warning sign of venous insufficiency. This is a condition where the veins in your legs struggle to send blood back up toward your heart. Blood pools in the lower limbs, leading to swelling, pressure, skin breakdown, and in serious cases, the development of venous ulcers, wounds that can become infected and extremely difficult to heal at our age. If you find this knowledge valuable, if you believe that understanding these early signs could one day spare you from years of suffering, then please take a moment now to like this video and subscribe. Let us walk this path of wisdom and protection together. Now, what exactly happens in venous insufficiency? As we age, the valves in our veins can weaken. Instead of pushing blood upward, gravity pulls blood downward, leading to poor circulation. The skin becomes deprived of oxygen and nutrients. It grows dry, irritated, itchy, and fragile. Before you know it, small scratches from relentless itching turn into open sores, portals for infection, pain, and sometimes even hospitalization. Ask yourself honestly, have you experienced a nagging itch on your lower legs that never seems to truly go away? Have you noticed your ankles swelling by the end of the day? Have you caught yourself scratching without even thinking, only to later find the skin bruised or broken? These signs matter. They are not trivial. They are your body waving a flag, asking you to take action before things spiral into more serious harm. And venous insufficiency is not the only concern. Persistent lower leg itching can also indicate the early stages of diabetes, liver disease, or even kidney dysfunction, all conditions that grow more common and more dangerous after 60. In diabetes, for example, poor blood sugar control damages small blood vessels and nerves, leading to dry, itchy skin, especially on the lower legs. In liver disease, the accumulation of bile salts under the skin can trigger relentless itching, sometimes long before more obvious symptoms appear. In kidney disease, waste products that should be filtered out begin to build up, irritating nerve endings and skin tissues. Think about it. A simple itch could be the earliest, gentlest warning of a condition that, if ignored, could rob you of your independence, your mobility, and your quality of life. But here is the power you hold. Early detection changes everything. If caught in the early stages, venous insufficiency, diabetes, liver disease, and kidney disease can often be managed, slowed, and even reversed with the right treatments and lifestyle changes. Imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing you listened to your body early, that you sought answers when others might have stayed silent. Imagine preserving your strength, your freedom, and your joy simply because you chose to act when the signs were still small. Persistent itching on the lower legs is not something to dismiss. It is a clue, a gift of early warning, if you have the courage to hear it and the wisdom to act. Stay with me, because in the next part, we will turn to another area of the body where itching carries serious implications, a part that many seniors never think twice about, yet whose irritation could be the first sign of a far deeper, more dangerous condition unfolding within. The body speaks in whispers before it cries out. Let us keep listening. The third itchy spot that demands our deep attention is the palms of the hands. You may have experienced it yourself, a strange tingling or persistent itch in the center of your palms. You rub them together. You wash them. You reach for lotion, but nothing seems to truly relieve it. Over time, you grow used to it. But what if that itch is not about dryness, irritation, or aging skin? What if it is your liver calling out for help? Persistent itching on the palms, especially when it is not relieved by topical creams, can be a hallmark of liver dysfunction. And in many cases, this symptom appears long before pain, jaundice, or lab test abnormalities. It is one of the body's earliest signs that bile flow may be impaired, a condition known as cholestasis. Let me ask you, have your palms itched so intensely that it disrupted your sleep? Have you found yourself scratching without rash, without redness, without clear explanation? These are not coincidences. They are signals, faint but urgent, especially after 60, when your body's ability to detoxify and filter the blood may already be in decline. If this message resonates with you, if you believe that understanding your body is a sacred responsibility, then now is the time to like this video and subscribe. Do not miss the messages your body is trying to send. This space is here to help you hear them clearly and act wisely. Why does liver trouble cause itching in the palms? The liver is responsible for filtering toxins, hormones, and waste products from the blood. It produces bile, which helps carry those toxins out through the digestive system. But when the bile ducts become blocked or the liver cells inflamed, bile builds up in the bloodstream. The result? Bile salts accumulate under the skin, and the nerves, especially in your palms and soles, respond with relentless, maddening itching. And this is not merely uncomfortable. It is a red flag. Conditions such as primary biliary cholangitis, hepatitis, fatty liver disease, and even liver cancer can all present with itching palms as an early sign. The tragedy is that this sign is so often dismissed, misunderstood, or ignored until it is too late. Think about how many people have ignored this itch, thinking it was minor, only to discover months later that their liver was already damaged. The cost of delay can be irreversible, but the reward for paying attention, life-saving. And liver-related itching isn't the only danger. Sometimes, itchy palms are associated with hormonal imbalances, especially in women over 60 who may be undergoing or past menopause. Shifting estrogen levels can affect the skin and liver, triggering unexplained itching. Again, a signal of a deeper transition the body is navigating. Other times, itchy palms may be related to thyroid dysfunction. Hypothyroidism, which becomes more common with age, slows down the body's metabolic processes, leading to dry, itchy, pale skin, often most noticeable on the hands and palms, where circulation struggles to keep pace. Let me ask you again, how many nights have you laid awake, rubbing your palms against the sheets, wondering what is wrong? How many times have you dismissed it as aging, as nothing, as one of those things you just have to live with. You do not have to live with it. You have the right to answers. You have the right to relief. You have the right to know that your body is not failing. It is simply calling for help. And the sooner you answer, the stronger you can stay. Imagine the relief of finally knowing what is behind the discomfort. Imagine treating the cause, not just the symptom. Imagine reclaiming comfort, calm, and confidence in your own skin once again. Persistent itching of the palms is not a coincidence. It is not meaningless. It is a cry from within, one that must be met not with silence, but with courage and action. Stay with me, because in the next part, we will move to a location that few ever associate with serious illness, yet whose itching may be linked to dangerous imbalances affecting not just your skin, but your entire bloodstream and internal chemistry. This is not about fear. This is about strength. The strength that comes from finally understanding the truth your body has been whispering to you all along. The fourth itchy spot that may signal a deeper, more dangerous problem is persistent itching around the back of the neck and upper shoulders. It's an area we often overlook. A little discomfort here might be blamed on a scratchy shirt collar, a touch of sunburn, or maybe just dry skin. But for seniors over 60, when that itch lingers, returns daily, or worsens at night, it's time to stop brushing it off, because what feels like a minor irritation may actually be your body signaling a dangerous internal imbalance. High blood sugar or undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. That's right, diabetes often begins its warning signs not with thirst, fatigue, or vision changes, but with itchy, irritated skin. And one of the most common places this shows up is right where we tend to ignore it, on the back of the neck, between the shoulder blades, and along the collar line. Now, if this surprises you, or if you've experienced something similar and didn't know it could mean something more, take a moment right now to like this video and subscribe. Every piece of truth we share here could make a lasting difference in how you protect your health and your life. Why does diabetes cause itching in this area? When blood sugar levels remain elevated, even slightly, it affects your circulation and your skin's ability to retain moisture. Over time, the skin in areas with limited ventilation, like under collars or around the neck, becomes dry, inflamed, and more prone to infections. Yeast and bacterial growth become more common, and the itch intensifies, especially during the night or after meals. But there's another reason why this particular spot matters so much. It's often home to a condition called acanthosis nigricans. This condition causes the skin at the back of the neck to darken, thicken, and feel rough. The early stages may simply feel like dry, itchy skin, but it is one of the most overlooked signs of insulin resistance, a condition that, if left unchecked, can lead straight to type 2 diabetes and all the dangers it brings: heart disease, kidney failure, nerve damage, and more. Let me ask you, have you ever noticed a dark patch on your neck that feels itchy or velvety? Have you assumed it was just aging or sun damage, or maybe even dirt that won't wash off? If so, you may be ignoring one of the clearest early signs that your metabolism is struggling to regulate sugar, and that your pancreas may be under siege. And it's not just diabetes. Persistent neck and shoulder itching can also signal problems with your thyroid gland, especially hypothyroidism, which leads to poor circulation, slower skin cell turnover, and dry, flaky, itchy patches on the upper back. For seniors, where thyroid dysfunction becomes increasingly common, this signal must never be dismissed. Add to that the role of stress, something that often goes unspoken in our older years. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that disrupts blood sugar, impairs skin barrier function, and increases inflammation. Chronic stress, especially when combined with silent insulin resistance, turns the skin of your neck and shoulders into a battleground, a place where deeper issues manifest as surface-level symptoms. And this is where so many people go wrong. They treat the itch with creams, powders, or home remedies. They ignore the subtle but telling changes. They tell themselves it's nothing, until a sudden diagnosis forces them to see it for what it always was, a warning. Imagine if you could reverse that course. Imagine noticing the sign early, getting a blood test, catching insulin resistance before it becomes diabetes, adjusting your diet, and reclaiming your balance, simply because you paid attention to an itch that others ignored. Imagine having the power to prevent a future filled with medications, hospital visits, or life-altering complications, all because you chose to listen when your body spoke softly. Persistent itching around the neck and shoulders is more than just annoying. It's a potential signal of a metabolic imbalance, a warning light on the dashboard of your body. Stay with me, because in the final conclusion, we will pull together everything we've learned. I'll leave you with a message that ties these subtle symptoms to something even more important: your power, your purpose, and your path forward as you age with strength, dignity, and clarity. Your body is not betraying you. It's guiding you, and it's time we listened. You have now seen the truth laid bare, that the body, even in its quietest discomforts, speaks. An itch is not always just an itch. Sometimes, it is a whisper from within, a warning, a plea for attention, a chance to change course before it is too late. It may begin on the scalp, a place we rarely consider dangerous, but could signal inflammation in the vessels of the brain. It may show up on the lower legs, where poor circulation or rising blood sugar levels may be quietly laying the groundwork for chronic disease. It may strike in the palms, where bile salts or hormonal shifts may reveal early dysfunction in the liver or thyroid. Or it may hide at the back of the neck, where darkness and itchiness can mask serious metabolic decline. Each of these signs, when seen in isolation, can be brushed off, dismissed, ignored, but together, they form a pattern, a set of messages that only those who listen closely can truly understand. And that is what separates the wise from the unaware. At this stage of life, your wisdom is your strength. But wisdom must be sharpened. It must be fed by knowledge, guided by vigilance, and empowered by action. What we've uncovered today is more than a list of warning signs. It is a call to awareness. A reminder that your health is not simply a matter of routine checkups or taking pills. It's about listening, looking closer, asking better questions, and never assuming that normal for your age means nothing to worry about. If this journey through your body's early warning signs has opened your eyes, even just a little, then I ask you one last time. Click the like button and subscribe. Not just for you, but for your loved ones, for those who walk beside you, and for those who will look to you for strength, wisdom, and example in their own aging journey. Imagine the kind of life you could live when you catch these signals early. The freedom to move, to see, to enjoy your meals, your family, your passions, without the weight of chronic illness dragging you down. Imagine being the person who says, "I caught it in time. I acted early. I still have my strength because I paid attention." That can be your story, and it starts now. This is not about fear. It is about freedom. Freedom through understanding. Freedom through attention. Freedom through care. Because you still have many years ahead. And those years deserve to be filled with clarity, energy, purpose, and dignity. You are not powerless. You are not fragile. You are wise. You are capable. And you are still in charge of what happens next. So pay attention to what your skin is trying to tell you. Bring it up with your doctor. Ask the hard questions. Demand the right tests. Take action when others stay silent. You are not here by accident. You are here because you are ready to protect your health in ways you never considered before. And we will be here with you, each step of the way. Until next time, stay strong, stay vigilant, and remember, your body is always speaking. And now, you know how to listen.